Hello everybody and welcome to episode 50 of Europe in Detail. Sadly, this is going to be the last episode we spend in France. If I could sum up the time that we've spent here in France in one paragraph, it would be made from mistakes. From archways that have been placed in the wrong position and just been worked around, to structures that look very unorthodox in their position, and just the general position and placement of buildings in relation to each other. And I guess that kind of applies to me with my building methods, but also the original creation of a town like this. Small parts of it have been built to the necessary needs of the time, and then it's been added onto with no real thought of any type of planning within the town. Anybody could quite easily look back right now to a town like Moustiers and point out its flaws, but it's really those flaws that give it the character that I really love. I want to start the building here by finishing off the winery from last episode properly with a couple of stone workhouses that are still in use, and these are going to be included as part of our walking tour as well. Then I want to move out a little bit further and add a little village out here. We've got an interesting section of road here that winds its way down the hill and eventually down to the winery for a service point within game, but would also see that in real life. And I just thought this was a really good spot to put a little wee village. I really enjoyed doing the countryside in the last episode, so I want to do a lot more here. I was always planning on extending that farmland out towards this area, but I'm going to add in a lot more because it's really enjoyable. So here I get to extend that idea from episode 48 where I put in all the lavender fields and the fruit trees, but I also go a little bit further here as well with some really detailed farmhouses. There's things like power lines as well, which I may not have had before, and I'm also trying to squeeze this all in between the road and the river. So I'm not trying to work to any type of grid pattern with these paddocks or these roads or anything like that. I'm trying to leave it all organic looking. The one thing I've neglected almost entirely in France is the lighting, so I'd like to address that now. In real life there's a really nice yellow glow that comes from the area, and when we look closely it's mostly coming from the pedestrian areas, obviously from shops and pedestrian pathways that need adequate lighting. But there's also this really awesome soft yellow glow that lights up the nearby cliffs. And I really should have shown this earlier in the France build because this was a big part of the inspiration and why I took it on in the first place. I really enjoy these places that look really nice at night. The last place we visited in Europe in Detail, Greece, was very much like this as well. It had this very unique look at night. But yeah, that nice soft yellow glow on the cliffs here is very iconic looking, and I wanted to capture that. I know that this episode is a little bit shorter than our normal ones, and I do apologise for that guys, but I cannot wait any longer to show you guys these cinematics. I'm very proud of them and I hope they do the time we've spent here in France justice. To make up for the short nature of this episode, I'm going to release the next episode a little bit early. I've already pretty much finished it. It's showing off our new location, which is very different from this. I can't wait to show you. So hopefully that makes up for the lack of content in this episode. So what do you guys think of our time here in France? Could I have done something better or different? Should I have chosen a different city? And are you guys excited for the next place? Where do you think it's going to be? You already know it's going to be very different from where we are now, so what would you like to see in the series? I very much hope to see you in the next episode, and I'd just like to say that I'm very appreciative that you are watching my content. Yes, that's right, you. I'm blessed to have a very supportive community and I don't take that for granted, so thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend guys, and I'll see you on the next episode of Europe in Detail. Peace.